This is St Eilian's church in the county of Ynys Môn in Wales. It's a medieval church. Different parts of the church date to different periods, but the oldest part is the tower that you can see on the right here. Parts of this tower date to 1175. The church is linked to the famed Eilian's well, which had a sinister reputation as a powerful cursing well. And after leaving here, I'm going to try and locate that well. St Eilian is believed to have established the church here in the year 450 AD, and the current church sits on the same location as the original church. St Eilian was believed to have been sent from Rome by the Pope to establish a church on the island. Okay, let's see if we can get inside. There's a very unusual wooden screen inside which dates to the 15th century and has a depiction of the Grim Reaper on it. Sadly, we're not going in. It's only open daily between Easter and mid-September. Got a chapel here that was added to the church, although this chapel is actually older than the section that it's attached to. In memory of Hannah, dear bride of Griffith Prydderch Mona Mill, the one who died May 29th, 1911, aged 26 years. Also William, her son, the one who died 7th of May 1909 at 10 weeks old. In fond remembrance of Owen Roberts, who was a sailor, and he died by accident on the schooner Lily Baines, March 16th, 1896, at 34 years old. There's actually a lot of sailors who are buried in this churchyard. Will Griffith, who died 30th of September 1833 at 16 years old. In memory of Margaret, daughter of John and Catherine Jones, the one who died February 11th, 1854 at 27 years old. Sacred to the memory of Captain James Jones, who died November 6th, 1879, aged 50 years. In respectful remembrance of William Morris, sailmaker, Porth Amlwch, that'd be Amlwch Port, the one who died October 17th, 1876 at 57 years. And underneath it says that he was a faithful husband and feared God more than most. Sacred to the memory of Owen Thomas, coal merchant, Amlwch Port, who departed this life on the 20th day of October 1866, aged 56 years. Also of Annie, the beloved daughter of Captain William Williams, schooner Lady Nieve, Amlwch Port, by Mary Jane, his wife, who died January 25th, 1897, aged 3 years and 6 months. Also Annie, who died March 24th, 1902, aged 14 months. I'll attempt to translate this final part. Loving parents, don't be sad that we left this unsuitable land. We were moved by the will of Christ to the wonderful garden of paradise. Three members of the Jones family here. Hannah Jones, Tanner Vonwent. Tanner Vonwent. I think that would be Vynwent, as in cemetery. Just that must be an earlier spelling for it. She died 17th of July 1829, that's 1 year old. Also Anne Owen, the one who died June 15th 1891, at 74 years old. And in the middle you've got in memory of John Jones, and the spelling is different there. It is Tanner Vynwent, so it's definitely a cemetery, so the name of the house is below the cemetery, so they must have lived down there somewhere. And John Jones died September 28th 1861 at 44 years old. And on the right there you've got Hugh Jones, who died July 2nd 1829, that's 4 years old. Let's go and find the cursing well, or the witching well as it was later known as. I don't think the well is easy to find, but we'll give it a go. Hope you can hear me with this wind. The story with the well is that St Eilian was said to have dammed the well after his pet deer was killed by a hound near the well. The sea is pretty wild here today. The cliffs aren't particularly high in this section of the coastal path. It's a pretty scenic spot though. You probably can't see it on the video, but you've got pieces of foam flying through the air here. And the water looks like milk down there. Just so you're not disappointed, don't expect the well to look like this. Now the well was a bit of a money spinner for the local community, because if you wanted to place a curse on somebody you had to pay a hefty fee. I think the well might be down there. Once I get down there I'll tell you how people used to place a curse on somebody. And here's the well. There's not much water in it today though. For Llaneilian's well. Well, the way that they used to place a curse on somebody, you'd get a piece of slate and a pin, and you'd write the name of the person on the slate before placing it in the water. I'm guessing there must have been a lot of water here at some point. It's all draining away now. They must have used other methods as well, because in 1925 they located a wax effigy not far from here. So that must have been another method. They kind of made a voodoo doll of the person they wanted to curse, I guess, and placed that in the water. There was another way involving frogs, but I'm not going to get into that, so this video might be taken down by YouTube. It was a pretty cruel method anyway, just say that. For a fee you could come here and get the curse reversed, so there must have been some kind of ceremony that was performed, I guess.
We sat on the roof, you said you'd try to explain told me all your secrets. Then you said it would rain. And now I'm standing here without a clue, 'cause I thought I knew every single part of you. How does it hurt? Like tearing up a hole inside you. For what it's worth, yeah, I know what you're going through. What can I do? You have to get over it for something new to take its place. Let's make the most of it, me and you. We're gonna steer this boat to safe land. I'll do my best to understand.